So it is freaking hot in the UK, and I've got my linens out, and I think we are properly experiencing summer finally. And I want to talk about two fragrances that I think would be perfect for this weather. And we're talking about Voux Zeste and Voux Zingy, and these are from Paris Corner. And I imagine you asking, Voux Zeste is supposed to be a gourmand, so how is it appropriate for this weather? But I think that this is a type of gourmand that you can actually wear in summer. And if you want a list of gourmands that you can wear during summer, let me know because I have some in my mind that I can share. So Voux Zest is supposed to be an inspiration from Lyra, and Lyra, I've tried it. Uh, it didn't really convince me to pick up a full size bottle. It is a beautiful fragrance, and I also don't remember Lyra to be this potent as this juice, but I do love it. So I might end up getting Lyra as well if I want it in my collection because it's one of those defining fragrances that has a whole new DNA that everyone is, inspired by or takes it forward. So what you're going to get from Voux Zest is this beautiful blood orange and bergamot and lavender opening. It has a bit of cinnamon and jasmine in the middle notes and a beautiful caramel, musk and vanilla dry down. So it is this beautiful crispy citrus note on top and then the beautiful creamy gourmand dry down. That makes it really interesting because you have this sharp, crispy citrus notes and then you have the creamy dry down, which makes this fragrance quite delectable, I have to say. And then we have got Voux Zingy. So Voux Zingy, okay, I have to be honest, I didn't like Voux Zingy in the first few seconds because the first opening of this fragrance reminds me of a cleaning product. It's a fact. But once I let it sit, because for all these reviews I do need to try these fragrances on skin and let it sit, and I have to get back to it and give it a fair chance. The dry down is where it shines, and I actually really enjoy the dry down. If I can look past the first, I don't know, 30 seconds, then I can wear this. But this is a fragrance for those who love aromatic, green, fresh kind of fragrance. This has an opening of all the citrus notes that you can imagine, from citron to bergamot to lemon. Then it also has a really interesting basil note, or do you guys say it basil? I don't know how you say it. Basil notes, okay? Then it also has some floral notes like verbena and jasmine and a musk dry down as well. So the floral notes, I believe, the jasmine verbena, along with some of the citrus notes, is what makes this in the dry down so interesting. So for me, if I can wait for it to develop a bit more on skin, I can totally, totally recommend this. But like I said, the first few seconds in the opening just reminds me of a cleaning product.